You will need a rubber stamp, ink pad, stamping ruler, transparent paper, embossing powder, heat tool and a soft brush. Inking. Lay the stamp down with the rubber facing upwards and dab an ink pad onto the stamp. Don't press too hard, as you only want to apply ink to the raised lines of the rubber. Clean any unwanted ink marks around the edges of the rubber stamp before you make a mark. Turn the stamp over and place it onto the card, pressing firmly and applying equal pressure to all areas. Avoid any wobbling. Carefully remove the stamp and allow the ink to dry. The paper determines the result. Clean the rubber surface with a stamp cleaning solution. Embossing powder. Embossing powder is available in many different colours. Each powder maintains its colour, except for the transparent ones, which enhance the colour of the ink used. To give the image a raised effect, sprinkle embossing powder over the wet image. Do not use fast-drying inks in combination with embossing powder. Tap off any excess powder and put it back into the pot. Remove any excess powder around the image with a soft brush. Using a heat tool or a toaster, heat the powder until it melts. Move your card carefully to prevent scorch marks. Do not use a hairdryer because it will not produce enough heat. Do not heat the card for too long to prevent discoloration of the paper. Clear embossing powders can be used with any stamp. When using a stamp with many lines, the embossing powder may block the gaps. Stamping ruler. Repetitive stamping and creating backgrounds. To do so, you will need a stamping ruler. Place the stamping ruler on your work surface. Place a piece of transparent paper exactly in the corner of the ruler. Ink up the stamp and press it onto the transparent paper in the corner of the ruler. Always place the stamp against the ruler in the same position. Use the dot on the side of the stamp and place the stamp with the dot facing you. Use the image on transparent paper to decide the exact place for stamping the image. Place the ruler against the paper template and then remove the template. Ink up the stamp and place it exactly in the corner of the ruler. Remove the ruler and press down the stamp firmly. By placing the stamp exactly against the already stamped image, you can create a background. When you want to stamp two images partly overlapping each other, always stamp the one in front first. Stamp a second image on a piece of 80-gram paper and cut it out neatly. Place this image exactly over the first one and stamp a second image.